Well, welcome back, y'all, for another week in my life. This will be a really fun video. We're going to be going over a lot of different garden. We're going to get it ready, harvest a few things. We're also doing some hiking, prepping for our hunt, as well as some bridal shower prep and or baby shower prep and much, much more. But this is just a little beginning of my morning, getting some dinner ready for that night, some sourdough, a little bit of breakfast of egg sourdough, and some kiwis. And then a little drink of orange juice and chlorophyll to help with iron and help it absorb. Now into this day, so I started out by cutting up some of our sourdough, and as y'all saw me making the sourdough before, my sourdough start, if I haven't mentioned, it died in my last pregnancy. Well, it didn't really die, it just was not very efficient, so I decided to start a new one up that would be a lot better. Then I went out to our garden and I started hoeing to plant our corn. So I just made some different rows, went through, planted the corn, and then covered it back up, watered it, and let it do its magic. And it's kind of fun looking at the garden right now in this clip because it's just taking a little bit of go. It's taking me a little while to edit and get this out, but it's a lot different and it is thriving, so it's kind of fun to see this beginning. Corn I planted, mostly I wanted to get some for popcorn and then some for tortillas, so I planted some fun varieties. There's a lot of different ways you can for sure plant corn, but I just went through, planted a couple of seeds, buried them, and nothing too crazy. It worked for me. If you were planting a bigger garden of corn, maybe you'd want like some kind of tool to do this, but I was just like, not too much space, and I would just keep it simple. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. Yeah, it seems to pause. That's better. Pause for a second. We are going to be planting tomatoes and then the basil together with the tomatoes. I have my work cut out for me. I have a lot of tomatoes that we're going to get in. But that means we're going to have a really big harvest this fall. So the more tomatoes, the better. I'm really excited. I have 2 beds assigned for tomatoes. There's always potential that I may need more room. Which there is a possible backup plan if that is the thing. But we will see. I have a lot to still get in, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I need to do a garden tour soon. But I will do that once I plant everything, and then I will be good. Our little one got a little anxious to go to sleep, so we went and got him to bed, and I just had to hurry and finish them up today. We're going camping later, but I'm in a hurry and try to get the tomatoes in so that they're all good before we leave. I'm trying to figure out what I want to plant where. The other problem is I went through, dug all the holes last night, put stuff into them, and then filled it with water, and then that's when it all happened. So I'm gonna have to re-dig them out a little bit. That's gonna not be, it won't want to be a big deal. It's pretty easy to do that. I just have to do a little extra step. So, splitting my tomatoes apart so I can plant them all. A good thing when you're planting tomatoes to do is take up any of the smaller, lower little stem parts, and then to make sure it's not all lanky and everything, I'm just going to replant it sideways, so then it won't be as lanky. It can help grow it. Those little spots where we just ripped off the stem will actually regrow as roots. So it's a double kind of benefit of trying to get it to grow. And also not be as lanky and then less likely to fall over. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with the tomatoes. I have a lot of different tomatoes that I am planting here. I have stuff that I'm more familiar with, like my beefsteaks, but then I also have a bunch of fun ones that I'm trying out. My favorite that I grew last year was Queen of Something. It's like a black tomato, but it grew so well and really early on last year. I was getting tomatoes. They weren't the biggest, but they still tasted really good. So I'm excited to have those again, hopefully have tomatoes early like I did last year. And they were good. So I really like that variety. Those are, I think, one of the ones I'm most excited for because last year they turned out great. But I'm really excited for everything. Honestly, I planted way too many tomatoes, but I got excited. Postpartum, just be having stuff, which that's not the worst issue, right? Not the worst issue to have. Too many tomatoes, so I'll have plenty of harvest. We'll have plenty of things to be able to do and plant and everything this fall, so it should be fun. That way, but I have too much for my beds, so I'm gonna figure that one out. Well, I have like another half a bed that I can put tomatoes in, which is where they're gonna have to go. Now we're on to our camping trip. So we got up to our spot, parked our trailer, and on this day when we were there, I was working on a birthday cake for Logan. I did a Dr. Pepper chocolate cake. What's I can't think of the actual name, but I just made it into my normal sourdough chocolate cake. I then mix a cream with some Dr. Pepper, so half and half, and Dr. Pepper, and let that soak up into the sponge after I did all the holes. I was pretty generous. I really wanted like that spongy, really yumminess. And I made some homemade whipped cream and covered that over the whole thing, and the cake turned out so good, and we all loved it, and Logan loved it, which was great because this is a birthday cake. Well, so that was all the clips we got of our camping trip, but believe me, it was fun, it was a blast, and we loved it. Now we're cutting to, I'm making, well, I already made, I guess, some magnesium spray. So it's 1 part magnesium flakes, 1 part water. You let that boil, and then I was putting into little spray bottles. I was planning a baby shower for my sister, and I thought this would be fun for part of the price for the games. She's into all the little natural stuff like me too, and so I thought this would be a great little way to have a fun, like, her themed kind of gift, and it was actually really popular and people liked it, so definitely a little fun little party favor. So I'm not exactly sure what this was. I'm guessing it was onions, but I freeze-dried some onions. I let the dice them all up, and then I was just putting them into bags. That's kind of what this was here. You all know I love my freeze dryer. It's so much fun and an easy way to preserve food. Then later that night, we went on a hike as the family. We've been prepping for the fall hunts this year. Super excited for that. Me and my husband both drew our deer, so we will be busy in the fall for that. But wanted to work on this. We take our boys out with us, get them outside, and get us prepped. I'm so excited for our hunts this fall. Kitchen is a big mess. Because my sister I'm hosting, me and my mom are doing her baby shower tomorrow. And I have a lot I've been getting ready. So I'm first I first got cupcakes ready. I dyed them, I'm super excited. I just dyed them with beetroot. So it's a natural dye. And then put just a normal frosting. I wanted to do like freeze-dried strawberries, but my freeze-dried strawberries weren't as crispy as I would have liked. So we're not gonna do those. I ended up just had like a food dye that's a little more natural, so I just use that for the frosting. And then I'm doing these Rice Krispie treats, and they're just dipped in chocolate, and then I'm gonna do some pink white chocolate kind of drizzled over them. Our whole theme is Angelina Ballerina, so a lot of pink, a lot of ballet. It's so weird for me because like I'm used to a lot of boy stuff because I got my 2 boys, and I'm just kind of used to like more kind of rustic-y styles, not like super delicate. So it's a little different, but it should still be fun to do. And just not used to all this pink girliness. Oh, doing this. Oh, it's actually turned out better than I thought. Pretty easy. Oof. I love party planning. It's definitely exhausting, but I have fun designing and coming up with themes and all that. And for my sister, it's fun. So mostly I just plan for like just family events and stuff, which I have a lot of fun at. But eventually, I've always thought about doing like party planning or wedding planning or something. I don't know if I actually ever would, but I thought about it. Yeah? Yeah, buddy? Yeah. So hopefully I get these done because I want to go to bed. It's late. But I need to get these done so then tomorrow goes a little bit smoother. Not smoother. It's pretty much like set up. I still have a lot actually I need to do, but keep working on this and getting it ready for tomorrow. So then on this day, I just went out to clip all of our garlic scapes because they all did their little loop. So went out and picked all of those. I took them inside, cut them up a little bit, put them onto our freeze-dried trays, and then threw them into the freeze dryer and got those all dried, all ready for us to be able to use. And whatever recipes I need some garlic scapes for, which I've never used anything. So if you guys have any good garlic scape recipes, please send them my way because I need some ideas. I just wanted to preserve them because I've heard that they're yummy and so I've powderized them at this point. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of camping, baby shower, hunting, food, gardening, all that stuff. If you did, please share it with a couple of friends. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys again next week. We have a great day, great night. God bless.